Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and I just kind of want to start by saying if at any point during this video you have questions or you get confused, there should be a couple links attached. You can either set up a time to talk to me, I can do a Zoom call, or you can call and text. All of my information will be at the bottom of the screen, and there should be links on the video as well. My name is Iker Serna. I am a licensed real estate agent here in Southern Idaho, and I have been helping people both buy and sell homes since 2017. My favorite part of my job is connecting with people and helping them realize this journey. I know it sounds really cheesy to say things like that, but home ownership is something when I first bought my house, I had no idea what I was doing. I had a really great agent to guide me through the thing, which kind of inspired me to become an agent. I also really love marketing, which helps me sell homes, but we're talking about buying homes today. But I also kind of really love connecting with people and really helping them on the journey of real estate. Let's quickly talk about a couple of benefits of owning a home. And one of those is consistency and equity. It may be cheaper right now for you to rent a home, and that's perfectly okay, but we've got to think about the next 10, 20, and 30 years. Every year, or even up to every 6 to 8 months, your rent could increase up to 6 to 10%, which is money, which leads to equity, which will never come back to you. So let's just do a little bit of quick math for that. If your rent is $2,500 a month, that's $30,000 a year, and it's $150,000 over 5 years. And like I said, 100% of that is going towards someone else. So now that I have your attention, let's talk about how to buy your home. And these next couple of steps, they're going to be a little bit tough, but I promise you, every home purchaser in America has to start somewhere. So let's go ahead and look at those. I think step number one is you need to identify if you're ready to purchase a home. And you have to ask yourself this couple of questions. And question number one is, do I have a steady income? Question number two is, do I have credit to apply for a loan? And you also need to understand your debt to income. So if you don't know these things, or if you can't answer yes to those questions, it may not be the right time for you to purchase a home. If you need help understanding debt to income and what affordability is, like I said, let's set up a time to talk with me. We can kind of go over those numbers to see what payment works for you. Now, I understand nobody likes to talk about this type of stuff, myself included. I was always brought up that talking about money is rude, and nobody wants to know how much money you make. Nobody wants to talk about debt. That's terrifying. But when you answer these questions and you have a real understanding of what you have, what your income is, and what you have, that way you can get the best loan and you can get the best payments, which is what we're ultimately working to do. And now if you're ready and you have an understanding of your income, down payment, how much money you have, and that type of things, the next thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to talk to a lender. A lender is going to help you get qualified for different type of loans, and a good lender will match you with the right type of loan product. An example of that would be is let's say you really want to purchase a home but you don't have a down payment. We have different type of products, loan products, that will help you get that down payment. There's also different type of loans called FHA and VA loans. Now, I want to keep this video really simple, but if you want more information about that, reach out to me or go to my catalog of videos, and there's more information on those type of loans as well. Once we have an understanding of your finances and what you can and can't afford, that's when the fun part starts. And a lot of people, this is the HGTV fantasy, where we start looking at homes and we talk about things like must-haves, wish lists, and that sort of thing. Now, budget can dictate how those things work out, but I also think we kind of have to marry those two in a little bit more sophisticated style. When shopping for a home, I think the biggest thing to consider, at least for me, would probably be area. If you're working an hour away from where you live, that can make your expenses, it can make your life a little bit harder, and you'll be spending a lot of time commuting. That may be worth it for you if you really want to live somewhere rural. So you have to decide if that's like a big thing for you to settle on or compromise on. Now, in today's era, a lot of this process is done online. So what will happen is I will set you up with a search list. I'll probably ask you about 10 to 15 different qualifying questions about area, room size, what your needs are. I'll start with what your needs are as far as size that accommodates for your family, and then we'll talk about things that you like. Finishes, granite countertops, hardwood flooring. And so we kind of have to start with the needs, and then we'll go into the want. And you will probably get maybe 30 to 40 homes at the beginning. And what I ask you to, and what helps me on my part of the job, is just kind of say, this is a yes, this is a no. On my website, you'll know there's a little heart or a thumbs up, I can't remember. And if you like that home, I will probably try to send you more homes like that. And once we get a good list of maybe 10, 12 homes that you're really into, if they're all available, we'll go out and physically look at them. And once we have found the home of your dreams, we will start talking about making an offer. Now, there are documents associated with every step of this, which we will again break down when you're ready to start. But making an offer is basically submitting a contract for purchase, a purchase and sale agreement, what's called an RE21. This spells out the price, timeline, inspection contingency, so on and so forth. And there's probably about 3 to 7 days worth of negotiating these things. We will come up with we'll look at your financial letter from your lender, and we'll decide what kind of works for you. We'll submit that offer. The seller gets to say too, no, we can't do that, we can't accept that price, whatever, and that takes about 3 to 7 days, and we'll negotiate that back and forth. Now, there are a couple different steps in the process of the purchase once you go under contract, but there's 2 really big ones, and that would be the inspection and the appraisal. The inspection is for the buyer to understand the condition of their purchase. We can go in and we usually will hire out an inspector to come look at the home, get on the roof, get under the house to kind of make sure there's no major damages or issues. If some are found, then we can obviously ask for them to be repaired. If they're significant and we don't feel like we can overcome these things, or the seller's not willing to fix them, then we can obviously cancel the deal. And the next part of a home purchase would be the appraisal. Now, this is where the lender sends an appraiser out to determine the value of their home. If the home comes above value, that's great. That means that we have the contract price, but we still have that equity instantly upon moving in. But if it comes below value, then we would want to renegotiate the terms of the original contract, because the lender is not going to approve a loan that's under the contract price. And that's basically the process of purchasing a home. There are a couple different things that we didn't really go over as far as title company, earnest deposit, but the biggest thing we kind of need to understand right at the beginning, since you're at the beginning of your home buying process, is we need to get your finances organized, and then once we do that, we apply for a loan, then we can start shopping. I'm going to set up a link below if you want to set up a time to reach out to me, or I can give you a call, or you can call or email me at any time. Again, my name is Iker with Magicvalley.homes, and I look forward to meeting you in person.